Hi everyone, my name is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a kind of planner flip through, but it is a digital planner flip through. So I will be showing you the new Boss planner, and I found this on an advertisement on Facebook, and I've been seeing it for a while and I really wanted to check it out. So you can download a sample PDF file, and um, first of all, the sample won't really let you move around like the actual upload does. So just keep that in mind, that it does actually work. And if you have any trouble or problems, that they will help you no matter what. So they give you all the links for that. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. So, and I will also have a video on all of the apps that I use on my iPad. And it's actually pretty organized. I think I organized it pretty much the first day I got it. So how you upload this file is you can send it to an email. This is how I did it. I give you a variety of options, but it was already sent to my email. So I just clicked on the link and I uploaded it. And I didn't want to put it on the cloud because I don't want to pay for storage on iCloud. So I did it directly to my iPad. And you can use Notability, you can use GoodNotes, and of course I have GoodNotes. So I'm going to click on GoodNotes, and here it is. So the beginning part, there's two parts to the email. So first you can download this cover file. So pretty much you would just click on the file in the thumbnail mode in GoodNotes and move it to the beginning. And so now when you close out of the app, that will be the first page that you see. Oops, come back. Is the title page. So it'll be here and you can write your name on it. So I would just probably write it in black. You can write whatever you want. And now getting into the main body of it. Well, let's flip through all of the covers, I guess. So first of all, I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. It's just like maybe maybe their motto, but it says Boss Personal Planner, work smarter. So I'll flip through all of the covers to show you what options are available. Let's click out of here. Okay, so this is the first page. And when I was researching to make my own personal digital planner, um, I was following K Digital Studio, and I'm kind of confused at some parts because she uses Keynote, and I've been trying to mess around with it, and it's actually quite difficult. It's not very easy. And I was trying to put these rings down the center to make it look like an open notebook. But I like the way this is because you only have tabs at the top and that's it. So at the very beginning, it says plan. So these are basically your goals. It gives you an option for the lifetime, 5-year, and 3-month, which is really good. You can do career, bucket list, financial, family, social, and personal. And I really like this layout. So of course, I have my goals set down in my Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets planner, but you could transfer goals over to here just to kind of, like I was already playing around with it earlier until I realized I wanted to give kind of a flip through of this planner. So I erased it and I'm going to start again later, but it's surprising what kind of things you can brainstorm. So how I used it to begin with is just a brainstorming kind of session, and I just used bullet points. So for instance, like career, for a lifetime, I'm not really sure what I'd put for a lifetime, but for 3 months, I could just say hit 1,000 subscribers. So to bring that back, I would just click up here and it's already on. So because I, oh, also, You can get the light edition or the dark edition. I got the dark. So the light you can use black pen, and the dark one you use a lighter colored pen. Black won't really show up. So I would probably use like, I've been using all these pastel colors down here, but you could also use like bright pink, which is really cool. And I just went, so that would be one goal, for instance. And it's really cool because you can, of course, you're in GoodNotes, you can change the color of your ink to whatever you want it to be. So it's like super cool. And I just liked how it looks rainbow on the top. I love that. And I love how it's black, and it's just really, really cool. I love writing on dark paper. Um, I'm not not ready to transfer over into a dark notebook yet, but we'll play around with this and see how it goes. So I think this is really nice for setting up your goals for yourself. The next tab, so you can either swipe to the left or you can click on, whoops, you can click on the reading tab, but you have to be out of writing mode. So every time you want to use these tabs, you have to click this little pin thing and click on reading. So this just gives you a reading list, I guess, for the year or the life of the planner if it's a 16-month planner, but it actually gives you two of them. So this one's numbered, it goes up to 24, and then the next one's just empty, and that's it. Yeah. So, but in order to click on these tabs, you actually have to be out of the little pin mode. Now I believe, okay, so if this is here, you can use your fingers to swipe left, so that works too. So I'm just going to use like this because then I don't have to get out of my writing mode. So next is habit tracker, which is actually kind of cool. Whoops. Yeah, see, I'm not taking my own advice now. I don't think I would put a habit tracker in a planner. I like to do that in my bullet journal, but I think it's kind of cool that it's in here because obviously it's a writable PDF and you can use your Apple Pencil or your stylus or whatever you're using. So you write your habit here and then you can color in these little blocks. So I would probably just use white or pink or something, but you can literally just color it in. And the fun thing about these is that they're erasable and you can reuse it if you wanted to for every month. Another thing too is, I keep trying to click on it. Another thing too is you can get the dated or the undated. And I decided to get the dated because I didn't want to fill in all of my dates. And it does go until April of 2021. So that's kind of good. So moving along to matrix. I think this is super cool. It's called the Eisenhower matrix. And basically, I remember watching this one video where, and it's kind of to do with Ryder Carroll's bullet journal method, where you take a piece of paper and just do a brain dump of every single thing that's in your head, but what's important, what's not important, what you can do later. This is kind of what this reminds me of. So this is something that I might do on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a daily basis even, just to kind of weed out what are the essential things you need to do in your day. And it's super cool. So there's urgent and important. So there is a difference. At first, when I looked at it, I was like, urgent and important are the same thing, but they're not really. Urgent means it needs to be done right away, and not urgent means obviously it doesn't need to be done right away. I think it's kind of cool, and then you can kind of base it on that way. So then, say there's something urgent and important, anything in here would be done first. And then you could kind of either do it, the important stuff that isn't urgent, you could do that next, or you could do the urgent, not important stuff. So really up to you, but either way, the not important and not urgent would come last. So then you move over into, oh, and you do get two of these. Three, never mind, you get three. So you move over into your priority planner and it gives you a list of task, who, due date, and completed. So you can write down all of your priorities, whether again it's a monthly basis, a weekly basis, or a daily basis. And you can write it down in here. So moving over, it gives you a couple of those, three of those as well. So the thing I find interesting, so here I am on the monthly tab, it gives you a full page of mini calendars for 2020. Moving on to the next one, it's still on the monthly, another 2021 calendar. Here's a monthly planning, so it gives you the whole month laid out. And then still another monthly planning calendar. So this is basically last month's reviews and then goals for the new month, which is really neat. I like this because it says wins and some stuff that you can improve on. And then the goal. So there's the goal, the why, and the how, and the reward. So I like that because you can really pull over the goals from the goal section at the beginning of the planner, and then any notes that you want to write in. So then it goes into the next month. And again, it just kind of does the same thing over and over, which I think is super cool. So now in order to get through to the next one, we have to click off of here. We'll go through the weeks. And this just gives you the weekly breakdown. So if something's happening, you can write it down, kind of like looking at a week ahead or a future log, if you will. And again, we won't swipe through every single week, but here is one as well. So at the, I guess, the beginning of the month, it gives you another, oh, let's go here. A weekly planning. So there again, there's a last week's review, the wins and improvements, and then goals for on a weekly basis. So it's kind of like how your Cultivate What Matters power sheets kind of does. It kind of trickles down into doable, objectionable tasks, if you will. Like, so you can have these huge dreams, like, for instance, lose weight, but that's a big one for a lot of people in January. But how are you going to get there? So not only does this give you a spot for your goals for a lifetime, 5 years, 3 months, you can do it on a monthly basis, a weekly basis, and a daily basis as well. So moving on to the daily section now. So here's your big goals, here's extra goals, and then it gives you a schedule. So you have all the way to the next day, and it kind of breaks down in time, which is kind of cool. So if you wanted to, you could just, I'll use a smaller pen size. I could say get up. And then if that was all I was doing all day, or until like, I don't know, this doesn't make any sense, but let's say it was something important, you can just put an arrow down and you can say basically that's your time, whatever thing you're doing. Or you could say 9 o'clock, I'm going to the gym. And then you could just put one of these, not that you'd be at the gym for 3.5 hours, but you never know. And you could just write it down here, and then you could erase this one here. So that's kind of cool. Or you could just literally write gym on every line, but I'm not sure if you'd want to do that. Gym. But you get the picture. Okay, so now let's click out of here again. So that's for daily planning. And then here it says exercise. So I'm assuming it means like activity, like, what kind of exercises you did for physical activity, but you could probably put whatever you want there. And then the next page under daily, you can write today's notes and today's wins, and then tomorrow. So any planning stuff for tomorrow, and then the next day. So I'm trying to find, yeah, here's the day here. So it says April 27th, 2020. It's in black, so it's a little hard to see, but I would just have to scroll all the way to September. And I wonder if you can't just, yeah, it doesn't give you a little spot. I'd literally have to scroll to September. So I'm not going to do that for the purposes of this video, but the last section here is the notes section, which I really like here because it gives you the opportunity to change your page. So you can do, and for some reason there's writing on my page. You can do blank paper, dotted grid, or lined. So say for instance, I wanted grid paper. Whoops. So again, you remember you cannot use your pencil. You can click with your finger though, I believe. No, you cannot. So you have to be out of writing mode in order to click on it. So there you go. So then you have grid, and then you can make whatever notes that you need. And I'm not sure if they're saved, but if you wanted to write something and then take a photo of it, of course, if you guys know this trick, you just take your Apple Pencil, swipe from the bottom corner, and again, it might not work on this writable PDF. But you can also take a screenshot the other way using the buttons. So that is it for this planner. And I just thought it was kind of cool. It was actually relatively cheap. I think it was only $30 using a coupon code, and that was Canadian, so it was like pretty cheap. I just wanted to use it, and it might be something that I put basically everything on just to experience what it's like to digitally plan. Digitally plan. Wow, I'm having trouble talking. That means I filmed too many videos today. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, I'd love if you subscribed, and don't forget to click the bell notification button. You'll be notified every time I upload a new video. We'll have lots of exciting things coming up into the new year. And also be sure to watch my video on all of the apps and stuff that I have on my iPad. So until next time, we'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.